What's up, guys? This is Spock. Today is Friday, January 23rd, and I noticed that you guys really like the tutorial videos. So I started going through a bunch of footage that I already had on my computer. Actually, it was in a hard drive that had been sitting, I'm talking, for a few years. I have footage backed up. I planned on creating this YouTube channel. I mean, I if you look at when it was established, I believe it was 3 years ago now. But um, I just kept getting busy, kept doing jobs, and I love what I do. So I didn't want to take away from working, painting stuff for people, and painting what I want, spending time with like basically my regular life to focus on the YouTube. But I was recording videos. I was recording tutorials. I was recording my traveling videos. That's why you saw that Ventura Nationals uh, video from last year, because that was one of the videos that I had on my phone, and I was just going through my videos on my phone the other night, and I decided, well, this video was supposed to be posted, and I'm really critical about my work, really critical about my videos as well. So I didn't post it because I didn't think I had enough content. I didn't record enough of the cars. I was hanging out with my friends most of the time because it's a show. It was our vacation. We were just hanging out, traveling, and I didn't think I got enough video, so I didn't post it. I decided the other day I might as well post it. I have the footage. If people like it, cool. If they don't, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. So, fast forward to or rewind to a few years back when I wanted to start this channel. Uh, Same thing kept happening. I traveled. I have videos from the Grand Nationals for the past like 5 years. I know I uploaded a couple of them. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably, I post there pretty often. If I'm at a show, if I'm out of town, if I'm on vacation, if I'm painting, I'm always posting either in my stories or posting on my L Spock page on Instagram. So I was I was recording. I was doing this stuff, and I'm blabbing too much. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the footage I had. But now that I'm going back and like looking at all this footage, and I'm trying to really bump up my channel again, and I'm trying to focus on the channel and my teaching more than I'm focusing on doing jobs for other people now. So I'm going back through this footage, and I'm like, whatever. Let's post it. Let's see what happens. Um, I'm going to the Grand Nationals next weekend. I'm gonna be recording the whole thing. This time I'll get a bunch of cars. I know you guys love cars. If you're following me, you love art, you love custom culture, and you love cars. So I'm gonna post all of that. I'm gonna post the whole trip, hanging out with my boy. We're going out there. We're gonna stay with my buddy. We're gonna stay with Joe G. But I got friends flying in from Texas that are gonna be hanging out with us. If you've never met Cease, if you never heard of Cease, wait till you see this guy's work. He's also funny as hell. He's cool. So we're gonna have that. But I'm blabbing again. Sorry. So this video is basically an old video of one of the trophies I painted for the Ventura Nationals. I don't know. It'll say it in the video, I guess, but it was like 3 or 4 years ago. And I recorded every single one of the trophies that I've ever painted for them, and I've painted like 4 or 5 of them. So I'll eventually post all those videos. But today, right now, you're gonna check out one of the trophies that I painted. And with in this trophy, I collaborated with my buddy Lalo. His name's Lalo Cota. He's a pretty well-known artist here in Arizona. He paints big murals. Amazing dude, man. I mean, shoot, I owe a lot to him. He's a good friend. He got me through a lot of stuff when I was going through a lot of stuff. We were hanging out a lot. But I'm blabbing again. Jeez. All right. So here's the video. Check it out. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, who cares? Let me know anyways. I want to make sure that I'm giving you content that you like. All right? All right, cool. Here's the video. All right. Now, I'm not the best, but this is what I've been using. So this is what I'm going to use. This is the Creatix Kandy 2.0. This is the tequila yellow. I'm going to be putting it in a little bit of UV-less clear and reducing it with the 4011. So just mix this sucker in there. A little bit of that. I need a little more to concentrate. To put a little bit of this. That. Just a little bit of reducer. Shake it all up. Let me get a stick real quick. Alright, so I'm just gonna use one of these little popsicle sticks. Mix it really good. Alright. This came with two different barrels, a smaller one and this is the bigger one. So I'm gonna use the bigger one for this project. I already have the fan pattern nozzle on there, so just fill this thing up. Close it up real good. And then it has a quick disconnect, so we'll just grab our hose. It's already plugged in. Let me get some more pressure in there. 25 pounds. I don't know how many pounds it's supposed to have, but that sounds like a good number right there. Let's turn this. So, let's see. Oh, wait. That's not the fan pattern. Hold on. Let me go switch that out real quick. I don't know if you can see here. It's pretty easy to switch it out. So you just turn this. Pull that out. Put the new one in. Now the fan pattern. Set that up that way. Screw this back in. Okay. Gotta make sure we keep the fan pattern the way we want it. That should be good. Yep. So let's see. See what we got going on here. You know what? Let me get some more pressure here. All right, we got 30 pounds. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Now remember, it's a Kandy, so it's gonna cover really slow. And now you're getting that yellow glow. We're using that tequila. Is it the tequila? Yep, tequila yellow. Kandy 2.0. All right, let's see. Let's keep going. This is gonna need at least 3 coats to get it to where I want it. Let's let that sit. But look, it's getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, now we let that sit for like 5 minutes. So let's hit it again. We ran out of paint, so we're gonna get some more, but you can see it. You can see how it's covering really nice. We're not in the sun, but you can still see how it's covering. All right. See what we could do here. Not bad, but I could see where I messed up. I reduced it too much, so you can see here on the edges where it's starting to pile up. It's getting darker. I'm gonna have to wipe that off and do that over. All right, I wiped it. Now I'm adding a little bit of that darkness to the edges. Let's see. You can see the fan pattern there. Look at how wide that is. Pretty nice, but so yeah, we're gonna add a little gradient to the edges here, so it gets deeper on the edges. Kind of hard to do it with the camera in one hand and then spraying with the other, but we're getting it. We're getting it. Let's see. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add extra UVLS clear to the little bit of yellow that's already down there. Let's see. I don't know if you can see. That way it's more clear than yellow. And I'm gonna give the whole thing a pass, so I can do my tape lines and not worry about lifting the paint underneath. But there, protects this layer a little bit. Oop, that's not even. Put a little bit of reducer in there. It's too thick. And this is almost just clear. It's got a little bit of yellow in it, but not much. It won't really change anything. And it's hard to see in this light, but it's pretty solid. Now what you see here is basically me mixing up some resin, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to keep everything matte, but I wanted the car to look like it's, you know, shiny, flaked. To do that, I basically just had to mix a little bit of resin and apply it with the brush. If you apply it with the brush, you can basically paint over the car, and the resin will only stay in the area where the car is. You have to be really careful and make sure the consistency of the resin is correct. That way it doesn't drip, because, you know, this resin takes 24 hours to dry, so you can leave, come back the next day, and all of a sudden you got drips, like clear drips all over your piece. So you want to make sure it's a little bit thicker than usual before you start applying. This resin in particular is called the art resin. This is what I like using. It's already thick as it is. If you don't apply too much heat, it won't run. You see me here applying a little bit of that freak flake just to give it some shine, and to make it look like, you know, a real paint on a car. But that's basically all I'm doing here.